Lengthen your spine, relax your shoulders. And today we're going to start a breathing practice before the field rest practice. We'll be doing the equal count breathing. Inhale 4 counts and exhale 4 counts. All you need to make sure is your abdomen comes out as you inhale. So we'll do this at a pace that works for you. I will not be giving the counts. You can just inhale and exhale slowly and just be sure that your abdomen comes out. So you can get started. Keep your eyes closed. And at least 5 rounds of equal count, inhale and exhale. And breathe in, breathe out. And repeat this 5 times with equal counts. 4 in, 4 out. We're just doing equal count, inhale and exhale. 4 counts inhale, 4 count exhale. And if for any reason this is challenging for anyone, you can just focus on your normal natural breath. Whenever you're done with 5 rounds of equal count breathing, just bring your attention to your body and stay with bodily sensations. You can stay with any kind of sensations in the body. It can be active or restful. Use the label feel when your attention is drawn to a bodily sensation. And just notice the details. Does it have a center? Does it have a boundary? Is it stable or changing? We'll try to now find rest in the body. Just see if there's any kind of rest or relaxation that is accessible to you in the body. You can find rest either in your exhalation or in the contact between your body and the chair, the floor, or in neutral body parts like the palm of your hand or the sole of your feet. We'll just start with focusing on the breath and noticing if in our exhalation we are able to find any rest. If it seems restful to you, just label it as rest and stay with it. Now try to find rest in these places where your body is in contact with the surface. Maybe your back is resting on the chair, your feet are resting on the floor, your body weight is on the cushion. Just see if that feels restful to you. Use the label rest, stay with it, and notice what rest feels like in your body. At times, it might just be very subtle, but do your best to stay with it. If your attention gets pulled into images, thoughts, sounds, other sensations, do your best to come back to only contact points between the body and the surface. And if attention becomes a challenge, you can always use spoken labels. Label out loudly. Now gently bring your attention to neutral body points like the tip of your nose or your earlobes, the palm of your hand, or the sole of your feet. Pick one area and try to stay with it for a few seconds. And notice if just focusing on that area helps you find any rest. Rest can feel like relaxation. It can be absence of sensations or even less activation. It can be very, very subtle. So just try to tap into whatever is coming up for you and discern, is it active? Is it restful? If it feels active, label it as feel. And if it even feels mildly restful, label it as rest. Each time your attention drifts, gently bring it back to neutral body points. Either the palm of the hand, the sole of the feet, the tip of the nose, or the earlobe. They're neutral because they don't have too much activity happening. Now, if you are able to find rest in some part of the body, see if you can spread it all across the body. Using your attention, see if you can move the rest to all the remaining parts of the body. Notice your body relaxing, easing, dropping into a state of restful relaxation. And just hold your entire body in your attention and just see if it feels restful. Stay with it for a few seconds. And if you're unable to spread the rest, that's absolutely fine. Just stay with whatever is available for you. Now, gently bring your attention to setting your intention for the day. If you're starting your day, think of how you'd like to show up for today, the tasks that are ahead of you. And if you're ending your day, reflect on 3 things that you feel grateful for. Now, gently just scan your body and greet each part of your body like you'd meet a friend. Express deep gratitude and also set an intention for the day of how you're going to treat your body. Pick one thing you're going to do for your body today. Maybe drink more water, sleep on time, do more activity physically. Just pick one. Now gently place your right hand on your chest and repeat these words of loving kindness. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be safe in body and mind. May I live life with ease. Now gently send these wishes to friends, family, loved ones. Visualize them being happy, healthy, peaceful, safe, and living their life with ease. Now gently reaffirm with these words. Everything is always working out for my highest and best. I choose to let go of thoughts, behaviors, patterns that don't serve me any longer. I am safe, I am loved, and I trust the process of life. Take 3 slow and gentle breaths each time, exhaling a little longer than you inhale. Rub your palms together, place it over your eyes, and gently transition out. Thank you. If anyone has anything to ask or share, you can, else you're free to hop off.
Hello, Pratiji.
Hi, Bikash. Yes, tell me.
Um, First of all, I think I have missed from Thursday till yesterday, till Monday.
Yeah,
I was out of station in a spiritual retreat and I missed to attend. So,
yeah.
is it really something I really missed, or the same practice is almost happening in it?
You're not missing anything. Mindfulness is about dropping into the present, whatever is your present, right? So don't ever feel you're missing anything. Wherever you are, just hop on, just rejoin. Don't worry about missing, catching up. There's nothing like missing or catching up.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's nice to because at a time again going through all the meditations and doing might be little challenging now.
Yeah,
But
yeah. That's why these are drop-ins, and that is why the idea is basically that in 1 month we are doing field rest practice, and that field rest is we are just focusing on using different lenses to focus on different things in field rest. Today we did just finding rest, right? Some other day we would have done creating rest. Some other day, so it really doesn't matter. Just start from today and just rejoin like you've not missed at all.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
And these are the you said in the beginning, I think 42 types of modalities are there in mindfulness, unified mindfulness, right? So the
Yeah. In you,
restfulness, uh,
I'm
one type
sorry.
of is it
So in UM there are 40 techniques. There are 4 broad quadrants. Okay. One is the appreciate quadrant, which has see, hear, feel technique, just see, just hear, just feel. And it has see out, see in, hear out, hear in, feel out, feel in. All of that is in the appreciate quadrant. Even feel rest is in the appreciate quadrant, where we are learning to appreciate what already is there. Okay, these 2 techniques are in the appreciate quadrant. The second quadrant is the transcend quadrant, that is noticing change. There, the feel flow technique, see here, feel now. Again, a lot of other techniques will come. The third quadrant is a spontaneity quadrant. The first 2 quadrants, appreciate and transcend, are basically perception quadrants, how we are understanding the world. We observe how we are understanding the world in the first 2 quadrants. In the second 2 quadrants, that is spontaneity and nurture positive, we work with how we are expressing ourselves in the world. Right? One is how we are understanding ourselves. The other, first 2 are how we understand ourselves. The next 2 are how we express ourselves in the world. So in these 4 quadrants, there are a total of 40 techniques. We are not doing one technique after another. We will come to it much later. Right now, we are just sticking to last month we did see, hear, feel. We did the techniques under see, hear, feel. This month we are doing feel rest. We'll do the techniques under feel rest. So we did see, hear, feel rest one day. So we'll do again see rest one day, hear rest one day, feel rest one day. And like that will go.
understood?
Making sense? Yeah. Great. Yeah.
Another thing, yeah. Um, when you said that appreciate quadrant is also there as the first quadrant,
Yeah.
uh, I was actually confused here because when we see something,
Yeah.
if we not see the goodness of it, then we
Yeah.
cannot appreciate about it.
Yeah.
But I think what I understood in the initial practice, you mentioned not to create any thought.
Yes.
That means to remain in equanimity.
Yeah.
And when we do not create any thought, either good or bad,
Yeah.
we might not be able to appreciate that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So
what
in this, appreciate is seeing what is. Appreciate doesn't mean appreciating the good. It means just being able to see what is. in see, hear, feel, or feel, rest, whatever I'm experiencing, am I able to see it as it is showing up? That is what appreciate means here.
Okay,
Because
appreciation has.
most of the time we are not, it is not appreciation. It is not that I'm only looking at the good. I'm able to see whatever is showing up for me as it is what appreciate means here.
Okay, because I understand the importance of gratitude, and
Yes.
I have a habit of appreciating everything, anything and everything
Yeah,
most of
yeah,
the time.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
And here actually it is little different,
yeah.
wherein we need to go little non-judgmentally maybe, and we just see as it is.
You just see as it is, and actually over a period of time you start realizing that whatever is the best thing that possibly can be, even if it is uncomfortable, even if it is unpleasant, even if it is the worst thing that's happening to you, your sensory system, you're able to see that this is exactly the way it's supposed to be, and you're able to label it and stay with it.
So is it like that is the end goal, to come to that appreciative mode of life, wherein actually I can see that everything that is happening around me is for
Yeah,
my own good only. If I am already doing that, so
yeah.
can I just skip this and
Yeah. So see, the problem is, right, we all understand a lot of these things from our mind, cognitively, by analysis, by all of this cognitive understanding. We all know that, whatever is happening is for our best, change is the only constant, etc. But
Hmm,
why we do these practices is because when you have experiences that happen in your life, that cognitive understanding doesn't serve you as much as the experiential understanding serves you. So, for example, if you're going through a very difficult time in life, knowing that this is only there for a certain period, change is the only constant, does not give you the solace of experiential understanding that everything is constantly changing. When you know it experientially, automatically you have a level of equanimity that you develop with it. Hello?
right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you have a level of equanimity that you develop with it, right? So for that equanimity skill to drop in, these practices become essential. So equanimity will not come in automatically because you understand something. It comes in when you know something, when you experientially know something. And sometimes you have to train your equanimity by dropping preference. Even if you know, even if you understand, habitual patterns come back and again it leads to our suffering. So in those moments, we need to bring practice into the moment and develop equanimity. That is why practice becomes important.
Right, I understood.
Yeah.
With experience, actually, that becomes stable and permanent in us. However, the practice, when we know something and we are practicing again and again,
Yeah.
that becomes experiential automatically. It is not about only knowing,
Yeah.
but knowing something, and when situation comes, I practice.
You're
When
applying.
situation,
Yeah, you're applying it every day, right? So the thing is, see, at the end of the day, we have some default settings. We have these sanskaras that will tend to come up no matter what you understand, what you know. If your life circumstance changes, you will feel upset, you will feel angry, you will feel irritated. You're put into new situations every single day, new things every single day, they come up, right? So the thing is, even if you know, you fully understand, you've read all the self-help books, you've done everything, right? uh, till you're able to apply it in daily life, it really doesn't help no matter how many books you've read.
true.
So
And
what we're trying to do is very much like how you're trying to build muscles in the gym, right? So you want to pick, today you're having a 5 kg problem, you're able to pick it because you're lifting those weights in the gym. Tomorrow you have a 25 kg challenge, you need to build your capacity for 25 kgs to be able to pick that weight.
correct.
So that is why practice becomes important. Not just that we are preparing for problems, but also that we are enjoying life. You are already experiencing fulfillment in things you already have. Most of the
Okay.
time we dismiss the things we have and we're running after things we don't.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's for all of it together, for
Yeah.
relief, for fulfillment, for understanding of ourselves.
True. True. I understand. However, the practice that you mentioned is not the only one practice that can that is by which actually we can
Yeah,
experience it. There
yeah,
are multiple practices, and when I mentioned that it is not only the knowledge but also the practice, and actually to say it correctly, whatever is said in the scriptures, our scriptures, moreover, self-help books are actually a copy of them. But yeah, they have been told to us to practice. It is not to just know and
yes,
remain in the periphery,
yes,
but to practice them to an extent that it becomes a natural default state of our behavior. The
yes,
sanskar parivartan what is actually intended, for
yeah,
which all the knowledge has been given, and practically we need to experience it. However,
absolutely.
yeah, and this practice again, I appreciate the fact that this is another practice, and that is this is also very practical and easy to
Yeah.
apply, and definitely this also. Just I'm feeling that it should not actually take away my some of the previously acquired.
No,
Uh,
no, no, no. See, that's the thing, right? So we never want to say this is the only practice or that is the only practice, right? Like if you put Google Maps, there are multiple routes that take you to the same destination.
right,
No matter which route you go, you'll reach the same place, right? Now you have the choice of route. You can choose to pick whichever practice you want to. You can choose to pick, if you want to do a longer formal practice, you feel that more a traditional practice is suiting your temperament, go with that. You can use these practices for daily life. There is no one size that fits all. Experiment and see, and if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, drop it,
true.
right?
I completely agree with that. Actually,
Yeah, because see, the more we get stuck on this is the only way, that is the only way, that becomes a problem. Why I only teach UM and why I stick only to UM? Because temperamentally, I'm someone who can switch practices left, right, and center. For me, it's an equanimity building process to just stay with one practice.
right,
Okay, so
and
that is why I do that.
true. And mindfulness is something which is required in everything, every practice actually.
Exactly, exactly.
If
With
you
everything
are
in
good in
life.
that, yeah, if you are good in that, then any other practice also we can apply this and go
Absolutely.
much deeper.
Absolutely, absolutely. And very quickly to close, we are trying to make this sensory system friction free. Okay, that is the ultimate goal. So when I'm seeing, I should be able to see. When I'm hearing, I should be able to hear. When I'm feeling, I should be able to feel. Not this or that feeling. The lesser the stickiness between your sensory experiences, the better. It is like a well oiled engine, is what you're trying to create by applying mindfulness practices.
Wow, that is wonderful
Right?
analogy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what you're trying to do. So that's the goal, ultimate
Yeah.
goal. Yeah.
Stickiness is something like attachment.
Stickiness is like attachment. Stickiness is stories. I am this, I am that, I can do this, I can't do that. uh this is the way I am. All these stories that we have about ourselves, right? In
It
this
is very
moment, I can choose to be anything. Nothing
yeah,
stops me other than my beliefs and my thoughts.
so
Right? I
more
can paint, I can dance, I can do anything. But because some teacher in grade one told me that I'm bad at painting, my whole life I don't paint.
right.
Right? So that's the ultimate goal.
And this is also so important, and I have seen many of these patterns are there deeply ingrained to our subconscious mind, which
Yeah.
few practices are there called inner child healing,
Yeah.
where actually they go deep into the subconscious mind and try to remove.
Yeah.
But in unified mindfulness, also it is possible to get rid of them, right?
Yes, no matter which technique you use, you're still experiencing these experiences as a sensory experience. You're seeing something, you're hearing something, you're feeling something, no matter which technique you use.
Yeah.
Right? You call it inner child, you call it contemplative meditation, you call it different practices. At the end of the day, an image is coming up, a thought is coming up, a feeling is coming up. So it doesn't matter which practice you use. Ultimately, you're trying to allow experiences to arise and pass. That's the ultimate goal.
And one last thing I have. So during the meditation or towards the end of the meditation, there is a phrase coming.
Yeah,
Uh, I am, may I be safe in this
yeah,
body,
yeah,
mind,
yeah.
which indicates that I am not the body and I am not the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But I heard that in Buddhism, there is no concept of soul in particular.
Yeah,
Uh, so, how, if I'm not body, not the mind,
yeah.
but the soul means the energy, which is kind of
So you
directing us.
you rephrase it to whatever suits you, right? If it feels more comfortable for you to use the word soul, use the word soul, right? Most people are identify with the body and mind when being safe in body, being safe in mind is something people relate to, and that's why we use it. So if you don't feel that is something that resonates with you or it's appropriate, then change it to whatever works for you. I'm safe as an entity, I'm safe as an energy body. Whatever feels right for you, you just rephrase it that way.
True. What is it called in Buddhism?
What is what called in Buddhism?
Me.
Me.
The true
I
me is not soul. There
uh-huh.
is no more of soul. There
Uh-huh.
is no more of energy. What is it called exactly in
I
Buddhism?
I wouldn't know. I'm sorry. I don't know that much of Buddhism to be sharing that with you, but I can find out and let you know. I have no idea what it's called actually.
Okay. Because one of the question you have answered saying that this is how actually it's practiced in Buddhism. So
Yes,
in
the loving kindness, the roots of the nurture positive practice, many of them come from Buddhist traditions. The loving kindness practice, the gratitude, the compassion practice, a lot of them come from Buddhist tradition. Other contemplative traditions also do have it, but Buddhist tradition it comes from. But I haven't really studied Buddhism to the extent to be able to share what the soul is called in Buddhism, but I'll have to look it up and I can share it with you.
okay, and this unified mindfulness is mostly coming from Buddhism, or it is a mixture of all the successful.
It's a framework. It's a framework that you can apply across traditions. You can apply it to Sufism, you can apply it to Hinduism, you can apply it anywhere. Because as I told you, no matter what practice you're doing, you're seeing, hearing, feeling something.
And that I understood.
Yeah.
What I'm my question is a little different. Where from actually it has been
Uh,
originated?
so Shinzen basically started off with Buddhism. He started being a monk in the Buddhist tradition, and then he moved on to study other traditions, contemplative Christian meditation. He went on to do Sufism, the Native American tradition, and across traditions, he picked various. He basically understood that the fundamental building block of each tradition is the same. The packaging could be different, the way it is presented could be different, but ultimately each tradition is helping you build the skill of attention, and that is what he culled out from all of it. Vipassana, the noting and labeling, basically comes from Vipassana tradition.
Understood.
Right, the Ubakin was the teacher from whom the noting labeling process basically came from, where he taught the noting and labeling. And Shinzen spent quite some time in Goenka retreats also. And that's where he uh, found that this was a very helpful way of putting practice together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. Yeah. This helps. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vikash.